Hello everyone, welcome to student.chem. Our present session related to definition of solutions with examples, terms associated with the solutions and with examples, and classification of different types of solutions. Coming to the definition of the solution. A solution is a homogeneous mixture of two or more than two components. So far we know that the definition of homogeneous mixture is it is a combination of two or more than two components, and those two components should have similar phase. Of course, in addition to that definition, there exists another definition. That is, it is a mixture of either solids or liquids or gaseous substances in which the substance distributed uniformly, in the sense it has equal proportion throughout the system, and the arrangement of the particles in a homogeneous mixture as shown in the figure. The small lines indicates the solvent, while the star marks indicates the solute present in the solution. Now the present system is solution which contains both solvent and solute. The small line marks includes solvent and the star symbol is related to the solute. If you consider the arrangement of the solute, it is distributed uniformly throughout the system. That means it has equal proportion throughout the system. While in case of heterogeneous, those star mark symbols are not aggregated at a particular position. That is, few solute particles are aggregated at one position and some more few particles are arranged at somewhere. Therefore, in case of homogeneous, the solute particles distributed uniformly throughout the system. Coming to the examples, the well-known example is salt water, as well as sugar solution, coffee beans plus milk, and other beverages are the examples of the solutions in which the solute distributed uniformly like this. If it is heterogeneous, those solute particles are aggregated at a particular position. That means they didn't spread uniformly throughout the system. If you consider the image, even it seems to be pure water, it's not a pure water, it is a salt water. It is salt solution. That is a mixture of both salt and water. Next, coming to the terms associated with the solution. Solvent, solute, diluted solution, concentrated solution, saturated solution, unsaturated solution, supersaturated solution, and last one is solubility. Coming to the solvent. The solvent has major portion in the solution, while the solution has minor component in the solution. The solution is formed by combining both solvent and solute. This can be explained with an example. If you add 2 milligrams of salt into 100 ml of water, then the resultant can be called as solution, in which the solvent, that is the major component, is 100 ml of water, while the solute is 2 milligrams salt. This can be visualized as shown in the figure. Here water is in larger quantity, that's why it is called as solvent. The salt which is added to the solvent is in lesser quantity, that can be called as solute. Coming to diluted and concentrated solutions. Actually, both terms are relative terms. If you take two solutions, the one with more solvent compared to the solvent present in other solution, that's called diluted. while the other one is concentrated solution. So we should not confine to any solution that is diluted or concentrated. Only with the help of a reference solution only we can say that the solution is diluted or concentrated. Let's take an example. We have two samples, sample 1 and sample 2. The sample 1 contains 80% of water, 20% of salt. Sample 2 has 70% of water, 30% of salt. Apart from sample 2, if you consider sample 1, it has 80% of water. As soon as we saw that 80% of water, surely we say that that is a diluted one. But we should not say like that, because only with the comparison of other solution only we can say that the solution is diluted or concentrated. So out of those two solutions, which one is diluted? Based on the percentage of the water, we can say that which is diluted, which is concentrated. So out of sample 1 and 2, sample 1 is diluted because it has high percentage of water, 80% of water. So sample 1 is diluted and sample 2 is concentrated. Next, coming to the unsaturated, saturated and supersaturated solution. Apart from the definition, let's start with an example. We have a salt solution in which the solvent has a capacity to dissolve the salt is 10 milligrams. That is, up to 10 milligrams only it can dissolve. If you add extra salt to the solution, it can't dissolve. It remains undissolved and settled at the bottom as a precipitate. So the 10 milligrams is the saturation point. That's why it is called saturated solution, the 10 milligrams. If you add the salt up to 10 milligrams, that is up to 9.90 milligrams, that can be called as unsaturated solution. But beyond the 10 mg, the salt remains undissolved and precipitated at the bottom. That can be called as supersaturated solution. These are the examples for the supersaturated, saturated and unsaturated solution. These are the three figures. One figure depicts that saturated, another one is unsaturated, and third one is supersaturated. Next one is solubility. Coming to the solubility, the weight of the solute needed to prepare a saturated solution is called solubility, which is denoted with S. Recently we have discussed in saturated solution also. So if you coming to the middle one, that solvent plus salt, so 10 milligrams is a saturation point. So every solvent has a solubility. So in the present case, 10 milligrams is the solubility of the respective solvent. Next, coming to the classification, solutions are divided into three types: solid solution, liquid solution and gaseous solution. In general, everyone knows that during the division, solid solution is also divided into three types: solid in solid, liquid in solid, gas in solid. And please keep it in mind that solution is a term that was not confined to the liquids only. It may applicable to the solid as well as gaseous also, not only liquids. If you consider a solid component, that can be called is also a solution based on the composition, because it has major as well as minor components like solvent and solute. So both solid and gaseous are also called as solutions.